Okay, I thought of recording this session, but I forgot. Anyway, let me go ahead and create a virtual network again because I just started my recording because one guy has asked me. So anyway, I'm going to create as Arvind hyphen, or can you send me this once this over? Can you send me convert and send me this? Yeah, uh,
That
the
recording.
recording is okay.
Yeah, I'll send you. Yeah, sure.
So I paste this. I select Arvind, and now I'm going to create something like uh, let's create a web servers, and I'm going to give this IP. Okay, so don't worry about this endpoints right now. Now click on create. So it's getting deployed. Once it is deployed, then we're going to create two more web servers, sorry, two more subnets. And once it is done, then let's create a network security group, which is all called as NSG. It is nothing but firewall. That means which port you need to allow. So 1433 is the port, right? Which you need to allow for your database, right?
Yeah.
So Arvind
Okay.
VNet is
Supposed to go to
created.
the one.
Yeah, let's go here. If I go to address space, you will see the main address space. You can still edit later also. I think the maximum you can go up to 28 or 29. If I give 28, it will take it. 29, I doubt it, or maybe 30, it won't take it then. How come it is getting 30 also? It's not take. Okay, let me. I'll create a new one and see. Anyway, let's go to subnets. It should not take more than 28, 29. Why? Because by default, it will reserve 4 IP addresses. If you see, when you start assigning the IP address, right, it will start from 10.4. It will start from 4. It will reserve
Yeah.
0, 1, 2, and 3 for internal use.
Okay.
Now click on subnet, copy the app servers, paste it here, and I'll copy this 20. I'll paste it here. Now if you see it is asking for a network security group, we'll do it later. I'm not going to do anything right now. I simply give OK. And finally, I'm going to create DB servers also. Again, add subnet. You are able to following me, right?
Yeah.
DB servers, copy this, paste it here, click on OK. Okay, so we have our subnets ready. Now we can actually deploy the VM and everything, but what we need to do is we need to create a security
Yes.
groups, which ports I need to allow, which ports I should not allow. So for that,
Okay.
what I'll go to more services, type network security groups. Wherever you brackets classic, that means old portal, ignore that, just go to network security groups. So there is already one. I'm going to create new one, add Arvind NSG, use existing, go ahead and Arvind location, click on create. Okay, it's going to get created. Okay, done. Refresh. Arvind NSG. I'll go inside. And every firewall will have a inbound rules and outbound rules. What is inbound rule? Inbound rule is nothing but people are from outside coming inside. Outbound rules is people are outside going, sorry, inside going outside. So see, if you are going outside, you really don't need to bother. It's okay, it's secure only. But if somebody is coming inside, imagine a home, your home, right? If you are going outside, no issues. Or somebody from your home going, it's fine. But some unidentified people come inside from outside, it is a problem, right?
Yeah, correct.
That is why by default, if I go to inbound rules, okay, everything will be denied. So if you see, deny all inbound, any from any to any, it is deny. Only allowed between load balancers or internal communication. Okay,
Okay.
these are all default, actually default rules. If I just click on this one, it will just hide. Okay, you can have somewhere around, I think, 4,000 rules like this. So what I will do, I'm going to deploy Windows as well as Linux machine. In order to connect to the Windows machine, how do you connect to a Windows machine?
Just simply we give window authentication and password.
RDP, right? You're going to use RDP.
Yeah.
What is the port we use for RDP?
Actually same now. 1433
No, 3389. 1433 is database.
database. Okay.
Similarly, Linux we use SSH port 22. Okay. Now
So
click on
Windows, what you said for Windows, what is the port?
3389. I'll show it to you. See, source is from anywhere I can want to connect. Source is fine. Destination, I want to connect to any this one, and here I want to connect port is 3389. You can also select TCP. You can select TCP and also select this one. 3389 TCP. Allow. Priority is it will start from 100, and the name is allow RDP Windows. Okay.
What is priority? 100, I think.
This is a rule number.
Okay.
So you
So
can
we
have
can,
it starts from 100. You can't start from 1. Starts from 100.
okay.
You can go up to 4,000 also. And
Okay. So
description.
on protocol, if you, yeah, on protocol, if you select any, and or you, if you select UDP, what will happen?
I ain't got you.
On protocol option,
Mm-hmm.
we have three options: any,
Yes.
TCP, and UDP. If you select any,
Yeah. You can select. The problem is, see, any means it can be either TCP or UDP. Okay. I know
okay,
that Windows RDP works on TCP. I can also select this one also. Nothing is going to happen. It will try in both.
okay,
But
okay,
UDP is it's not, people don't use really UDP. It should be very specific. You can give, but tomorrow if some audit comes, right, they will blame you why you selected any. You should not do like that.
okay.
So you just select TCP, click on OK. Now it is going to add a firewall rule here. Okay. Similarly, I'm also going to add a SSH rule for Linux. So click on add. This time source is any, destination is any. This time port is 22. That is also TCP. Allow. This time it is 101. Allow SSH Linux. Okay. So I just click on OK. Okay. Next is outbound security rules. Let's see. Outbound security rules. It is, if you see, it's also denied actually. So what we'll do is we need to click on add. See, I don't want to allow everything. Okay. I just want to allow 80. Okay. That means allow HTTP. Click on OK. And also I want to allow only 443, which is website. That's why, right, in your company you also only able to do 80 or 443, not much. You getting it or not?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So I give,
Regarding some actual network related issue, so I can go through it if
yeah.
I have some doubt because I don't know many things actually, many words.
Okay, okay. I just firewall. This is just a firewall, man.
Yeah, but I will get to know. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Now I have deployed this. I mean, I have configured these two. Now I'm going to deploy a virtual machine. Windows machine will take approximately 10 to 12 minutes to deploy. Linux machine will take less time. I'm going to deploy first Linux and show it to you, and then tomorrow we do Windows. Okay.
sure. Yeah,
Add Ubuntu server 1704. See, never select classic, it's old. Always resource manager new. Create.
but
Now,
it's showing classic. Actually, I didn't see that.
it was classic and resource manager, always resource manager. So I
Okay,
put the
okay.
name as Linux
Mm-hmm.
test. Don't worry about all this one. I just give name as Shri. I'll give
Yeah,
password as like this and use existing resource group Arvind and click on OK. So whenever you are practicing, right, which machine you need to choose to practice. So don't select default machines here. Just first click on view all. So it will show all the machines available. So come down. You should see something called starting with B, like this B1S, B1MS, B2S, like this. So select B2S, which is 2 CPU 4 GB RAM, or B2MS, which gives 2 CPU 8 GB RAM. So for this one, 4 GB is enough. I select this and click on select. Clear, right?
oh yeah.
Select it. Now here is the one we need to choose. Okay, so if you come here, it is selecting, forget about this, I will talk it later. Network Arvind net, it is taking web servers. If you want to give a different one, you can also select app or DB as well, like this, which we created. So it's fine. I'm going to select public IP. It is going to create a new public IP, but security group we already created it, right? We don't need it.
Yeah.
So I just go and try to assign the one which we created, which is Arvind NSG, and come down. Everything is disabled. Click on OK. Now it will give you a final summary what we are going to do. Okay.
Okay.
Now it is charging you 1.5 rupees per hour. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the important download template and parameters, which I'll explain like third class or fourth class. How can we deploy like this? These guys are asking every hour you need to deploy a machine like this. It's very hard for you to
Oh.
select, right?
Uh-huh.
So what you can do, you can script it and deploy, which I'm going to show you. So you need to download this template and parameters. I'll just click on create. Now the request is submitted. It is clearly showing submitting, deploying Ubuntu server. So we need to wait 1 or 2 minutes so before it will get deployed. Any questions?
Nothing. Yeah. Everything is clear now. Till now.
So what you need to done by tomorrow's class, you should be able to create an account, activate the trial, create the network security groups and everything, and deploy a VM, and then we can discuss doubts and any the rest of the class tomorrow also. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Tomorrow there might be a chance I work from home. If I do that one, then we can have a session early itself, like 7 or 8 o'clock. Okay. Is it
Yeah,
okay?
that will fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Azure, also administrator part will be there.
Yeah, whatever
Administration.
you are doing, it is administrator only, right?
Okay, okay. Because actually I saw today one mail came
Mm-hmm.
that in that it was mentioned that Azure administrator.
Yeah. Okay. So if you see, the machine is deployed. It took hardly 3-4 minutes. Now, if you see, by default, every machine will be allocated with a public IP. If you see like this here, see.
Yeah,
Now I'll just copy this IP. I'll go to a putty session. Have you know putty, right?
yeah. Last session you explained
Okay.
me.
So I'll go to appearance, increase the size of the font, and click on open. So you should be able to connect, and I'm going to log in and correct password.
Which password is asking here?
You don't remember? We gave a password, right, while deploying the VM. Remember, user ID and password.
Okay, for that password. Oh, that
Yeah.
password. Okay.
Yes. So I'm up. Okay. Now I see. I want to install a web server. If I go and paste my IP address here, it is not going to give me anything because there is no web server. So what I'll do, I install a web server. How to do that? First apt get update. This is not like a Windows update,
Okay.
and I'm going to install an Apache server. Okay, Apache means it's a web server.
Okay.
I'll say apt get install httpd or Apache 2, I think so. Hold on. Apache 2. Okay, it is asking. Click on yes. Now it is installing Apache server. You're following me, right?
Yeah.
This page cannot be nothing. Nothing is there. Now, later we'll check it out.
Okay.
Now it is installing. I check the service Apache 2 status. It is running. Okay. Now still if we try to access this, it's going to give me error saying that nothing is possible, because if you remember, we have allowed only port 22 and 3389 for Windows. We didn't allowed 40, sorry, 80, right?
Yeah.
So
Correct.
I'll go here, I'll go to networking from the machine. It will show me what are the ports they are allowed. If you see inbound, we only allowed this. So I click on add inbound port rule. I'll say port ranges, I'll say 80, custom, allow, username as allow HTTP. Click on OK. Already exist. Okay. I'll say inbound because that was there in outbound. That's why. This is getting updated here. It's done. So if I go here and come back here, I should see 80. Now I'm going to refresh it. Now I should be able to access it. See, Apache to Ubuntu default page. Okay.
Yeah.
You should share also Firefox page. This is how you create a VNet, resource group, VNet, subnet, security groups, and create a VM, deploy in them, and also edit the security groups to allow the required ports. Okay, clear, right?
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll go to stop it here. What I'll do, I'll go and delete this VM. Okay, or we can also directly delete. I'll simply go resource group. I select this resource group.
So directly from resource group, also we can delete everything,
If
right?
you create, if you
After
delete,
create.
earlier it was not there. Now they gave an option to delete the whole resource group along with everything will get deleted. So delete resource group. USS. Click on. Sorry, you need to put resource group name and click on this one. So one by one it will delete everything. Okay, clear?
Yeah. So how that putty window will come? Actually, I don't know about
It's a
it.
download, man. It's a free download. You can go to Google, type putty
Okay,
download. That's it.
it's a software.
Yeah, very simple. So let me show it to you. Google putty
I thought
download.
in run command we have to we have to type something.
It's very straightforward. It's very easy. Free download. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Come down. You should see somewhere like putty somewhere here. You see putty gen is there. Putty here. See 64 or 32 bit. You can download and start using it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll stop it here. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll discuss about virtual machines, how to do that and everything. Okay.
Okay. So tomorrow at what time
Uh,
will
I'll
do
let
it?
have like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you will
So
intimate me once. Yeah.
yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this session. Now once I end this session, it will ask you to convert the whole video to MP4. Okay.
Okay.
By default, it will be like this actual. Let me show it to you. Where is this? It will be like this. See G2M format. Okay. So what you need to do is
Okay.
you need to actually convert that and become a MP4. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then see you tomorrow. Good night. Yeah. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.